Hi everyone. Good morning. I hope all of you are doing good. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about how to decide plant storage location during the design of organization structure. So this is a common question that how can we decide whether when you see the business process and when you discuss with the users, how can you decide that you need 4 plants or you need 2 plants or you need multiple storage locations. Okay. So how can you decide? I will give you a few examples based on my experience. So it can like every project wise you need to think and whatever knowledge you gain, right? What are the characteristics of a plant and what are the characteristics of storage location? What all things you can do at the plant level, and what are activities you can do at the storage location level. So these kind of certain information you need to have, so that will be helpful for you to decide whether you have to go for a plant or you have to go for a storage location. Okay, so we need to decide accordingly. So let's take it example. We have plant, under that we have a storage location. Okay, so plant is the higher level and storage location is the next level. So when you have a plant and storage location, how can you decide whether a company have certain kind of a branches they have and they do activities and few are physical locations and where we have offices. Okay, so based on that, how you can decide a plant and storage location. Let's talk at high level whether you wanted to. How do you decide whether it can be plant or not? So the company can tell that we have a unit here we store the materials, or here we do operations, and we have in 4 cities we have plants are located, like they may call plant, they may call branch, or they may call site. Okay, they can call different kind of names, but you can understand the business process and you can provide the respective design of how can you make that organization structure. So plant, generally what you can do at the plant level, for example, plant level, the valuation comes to picture. You can maintain the valuation at plant level, even maintain at the company code level also. But let's talk about that. Most of the companies use the plant level. In my experience, I never see a company is using the valuation at the company code level. Everyone uses at the plant level. So at the plant level, you can do the valuation. Okay. MRP you can run at the plant and storage location also. In S/4HANA, mostly it is recommended to have at the plant level. So I will give more priority to that one. Material requirement planning. Planning. And so the activities, for example, if they wanted to do that procurement. Okay, so wherever they have a list of people, they want to manage the valuation and they want to manage that stock details. Okay, so within that, for example, the branches, they have 3-4 branches of operation and located 100 kilometer each. Okay, so then the storage location wise we may not segregate it, so but the plant level. But you also have to mention to the business that if you want to have at the plant level your master data like material master, you have to extend to the each plant. Storage location, maybe you can do the auto extension, like we have a few videos you can check that when you do the goods receipt. For example, I can show you the configuration also. During goods received or during transfer posting, when you receive the first time stock, you can extend storage location automatically if required. But before getting the stock, you want to create sales order, then storage location also need to be extended before you receive the stock. Okay, that's second. And the plant level, what you can maintain, purchase info record. You can maintain the purchase info record at the plant level. Even a vendor also can be created for a plant. Vendor can be created for plant. It's like vendor can be created means you know, right, in the purchasing data of vendor master, you can assign in additional data, you can assign a plant so that the plant has become as a vendor. Okay. So the procurement plant level, you can search properly, like purchasing the procurement activities also you can maintain. Okay. And stock details, even storage location also you can see at the storage location level also you can see the stock. Storage location mainly the stock managing. Okay. Storing of stock or transferring the stock. Okay. Even storage location also can have address, plant also can have address. So both can have addresses. And plant will be assigned to the sales organization. Okay, sales organization, and also plant will be assigned to the purchasing organization. So mainly the activities where we are going to do it. For example, within same city, they have 3-4 branches. Based on the operational requirement and all, you can make it one as a plant and remaining 2-3 as a storage location. Okay, so or else they wanted to track the stock, the authorization, everything they want to maintain at the plant level, then each one can be created as a individual plants. Okay, if you have the plant level valuation area, that is the main important. I was maintaining that valuation level. Okay, so if they say like we have 3 physical branches, but the valuation we wanted to have a same valuation for all these within city, they have 3 branches, but all 3 branches they want to have a same valuation area. So same valuation means, what is valuation? If they have a material, the material must have the same price in all these 3 locations. At that point of time, you need to decide that it should be created like in 3 should be created as a 3 plants in the system. Okay, valuation is mainly playing role. MRP at the plant level, you can have more flexibility, but still you can go for MRP area, which can be plant level or storage location level. But in S4HANA, MRP area at the plant level is more widely used. So I can say that MRP planning we can see. And purchase info record, you cannot have at the storage location level, but you can have at the plant level. So it means if you have 4-5 plants, they wanted to have the different purchasing price for that plant, okay, for that branch. Okay, then you have to create as a plant only. You cannot consider as a storage location, because purchase info record only can be maintained at the storage purchasing organization and plant level, but not at the storage location level. So if they have a different purchasing prices, so different purchase prices for each branch. I will use the word. You are going to decide whether that branch can be a plant or a storage location. Okay. So valuation level, each branch must have different valuation. Okay, so then also you have to go for that. Procurement activities at the plant level, because when you create a purchase order, you create at the plant level, right? So that also can play the key role. So it means like when you're making that activities, so storage location, you can manage the stock. Okay, you can do the transfer of stocks, you can do, okay, transfer of stock or issue. So mostly into that storing the materials. Okay, either it can be segregated, like you can have quality or damaged. Okay, or else if they have quality stock or damaged stock, what kind of different kind of a stock they have, maybe sampling area, they can keep it like sampling stock. So like that, if they have a multiple kind of stock, they can segregate and keep it in the storage location and keep it. But if that's why if they say like we have total 12 branches, you can analyze what are their characteristics, what kind of business requirements, then you can decide that one, okay, these 8 can be created as a plants, these 4 are within the same city, and they don't want any kind of segregation. Almost they are also not doing any procurement. The local main branch only is providing the stock. Then you can keep those 4 as a storage locations under the main plant. So like that you can decide. So there are multiple parameters. I was trying to highlight what are the few key parameters you can consider whether the respective branch can be considered as a plant or can be considered as a storage location. Normal storage location, you don't have to this much worry. You don't have to make it. For example, they have a one plant, like one branch is available within the radius of whatever within the radius of few thousands of square feet, square yards area. So they have a certain kind of storing locations, like the storage areas. Each storage area you can create a like a one storage location. But the main challenge will come to you. For example, what I'm trying to tell. So if they have a one plant, okay, let's take it. So no. Okay. So let's take it. This is the one area. They have a one plant. Here they have this area. They store some sampling materials, and this area they store all damaged materials, and this area they are going to store the main stock which are selling to the customers. Okay, this area they store for all the quality issues or verification related things. Then easy for you that okay, this entire is a plant. Okay, this entire will be a plant, and this is S-log 1, S-log 2, S-log 3. Okay, S-log 4. This is easy for you to segregate. What I'm saying is they have different branches located in the same city, but different areas. They have a branches. At that point of time, how can you decide? That's what I was trying to tell you, that how you decide based on the so see in the same city. Okay, let's take it. It's all in a one city. Okay, let's take it. Vishakhapatnam. Okay, so they all in the one city. So one city, let's take it. So they have a, here they have one branch. Here they have another branch, maybe a little bigger. So another branch they have. So they have in the same city, they have another small branch. Okay. So they have another small branch. Okay, they have 4 branches. Okay, so they have a 4 branches. Now you are going to take a decision which one can be created as a plant and which one can be created as a storage location. So you decided that one plant must be available. You can take it which one, the largest one, or where all the office members are sitting and they are doing kind of activities. The purchasing team, everyone is sitting. You decided that this is a plant. This is a plant A. So you decide this is the plant, and they have a small locations to store your damaged stock, good locations, sales data. So they have different physical locations which you consider for a selling of those things. Okay, that's done. Okay, so this is easy for you to have the storage location 1, storage location 2, and all. Now we are discussing about these branches. What happens here? Are you going to procure any materials? And do you want a different valuation for these areas? Or else what kind of, because we have to tell the positives and negatives. Okay, if you create as a separate plant, the benefits are you can have a different price here and different price here. No, within the all are in same city, so we don't want any kind of different pricing. Okay, so valuation wise is okay. So when you are planning for procurement, do you want to procure separately for this plant and this plant? No, we in general we procure mostly here only, and some of the stock whenever we need we transfer to this one. Okay, so like that you need to discuss and analyze. Okay, and also you have to tell that if you create multiple plans, your master data extension is essential, because you need to extend to the purchasing view, you need to extend to the accounting view, and you have to extend to the plant data storage 1, storage to those views wherever the plant specific information you have, and also sales plant level data. These all data you need to extend. So master data work you need to consider. Okay, so you don't want to have a different kind of prices. Let's think about what are the challenges if you go for a different storage location. So we will go for one more storage location. Storage location A, S-log B, and S-log C. And anyway, they have the individual locations called slog T and slog E and slog F, slog G. So here also you have a locations. These are easy to find you that how you can say decide it. That already we discussed that one. Here also you decided based on they don't want separate MRP related kind of planning, and they may not procure directly. If really procure, what you can do, you can create a purchase order for plant A and keep the storage location as a slot A. In SAP, we have a provision to maintain the specific address for each storage location. So the vendor will directly send the stock here. Okay. If any member, definitely it's a physical location. So there will be at least 1 or 2 members who are working in the inventory department. So they will do the goods received to receive the stock. In similar way for slog B and slog C. So if they have a different valuation, they want to have a more different MRP, they want to have a different planning properly. So those things. If you want to transfer the stock from here to here based on the distance and based on the things, maybe you can go for transfers. We have you can go for a STO, intra STO between slog to slog. This process you can utilize it if you want to track a. For example, here to here, same city, but around 70 kilometers or 80 kilometers are available. So for better tracking, you can go for STO between slog to slog. Otherwise, you can simply go for a transfer posting, 2 steps. Okay, we have 313, 315, right? That also you can go for that. So based on feasibility, if they are okay that to create a purchase order and create delivery like that, if they are okay, we can explain this will have 4 5 steps, this will have 2 3 steps. Here you can have a provision to print the PO form and give a printout to truck driver. Here also you have to generate a print from the material document. We need to explain both the cases, and then one of the cases will be decided to proceed. If they really use that MRP and SLOC level, they can system will create the stock transport request so that requirements also will be available. Here you can utilize the reservation concept. So that's where how you can decide a plant or a storage location. Business is not going to tell you that I have 10 plants, I have 35 storage locations, please configure. We need to understand what are the physical locations, what are the virtual locations. If it is physical location, how many members are sitting? Do you have any separate procurement who there is a person who is sitting in that office and create the purchase orders and all. So you have to ask multiple questions as a consultant. Then you will get a picture that, okay, I think no need to create a storage location. I already mentioned that what is the benefit or what is the negative if you really create everything you create as a plant. Like I mentioned that the valuation will happen at the plant level. If you create every plant in the same Vishakhapatnam, one material here 35 rupees and here one material will be 38 rupees. MAP will be keep on changing, right? So those then they will one day they will complain. At that time they couldn't imagine, but when you go live or when you go for UAT at that point of time, business will say like, why there are different prices in the same city? Because I created 2 different plants. Definitely there will be chances can happen. How can it happen? So sir, we always procure the same. This plant only is procuring for right. They within same city they are buying and they are agreeing with the same vendor. Then how can MAP will be different between plant to plant? You can get a question. Let me tell you an example. Plant A and plant B both are in the same city. Okay. So first time 10 quantity of stock. Okay. Quantity and I will give you the amount and MAP. Okay. So quantity, amount, and here plant A is there and here plant B. So plant A, let's give some color, purple. No, purple is completely okay. Yellow and orange. Okay, so now here, okay, quantity 10, amount, let's take it 2000. Now MAP is 200. It's good, nice. Then you have transferred some 4 pieces of stock to plant B. Okay. So or else let's take an example. Both ordered same, both got the same. Okay. So later by the time, what happened? You transferred 2 pieces to plant B. Then it becomes 8. It becomes 1600. And 200, no impact. Here also 12, 2400, 200, no impact. Green, green. Here also green. Here also green. This is green and this one is green. No impact. After you have issued the transfer two quantity. Transfer two pieces. Now what you have done? You have receipt new. Receipt of 10 pieces you have received new. Okay. For my calculation easier, 12 pieces you received. But this time the price was negotiated as a 12 pieces for 210 each. Okay. So now you received how much quantity? 20. 12 plus 8, 20. And 12 into 210, we have 2400, 2520. So 2520 plus 1600, 3520, 4120. So we are giving brush up to our childhood mathematics. So you can correct it 12 to 10. Okay. 2520 plus 1600. Okay. 4120. Good. So I think I mentioned somewhere during my childhood, even intermediate, I got 300 out of 300. So before SAP, in between little crushes chemistry. Okay, the mathematics is my childhood and during intermediate. I think up till teenage time, favorite subject is mathematics, was mathematics, and then later chemistry for 1 or 2 years only. Later around 5 years nothing. Then 2012 little bit, but 13 onwards, now 2023, last 10 years, the favorite subject is SAP. So okay, so now we got 20 and 4120. What is our MAP? 4120 and 20. MAP has become 206. This plant has not done anything, or they have done some issue, anything. See now what happened. New MAP has come. Okay. So now they are also procuring the same material. Okay. And they are also procuring. Let's take it. They are also procuring the same stock. Receipt of. Let's take it. They have not done anything. So now what happened? 12 plus 12, 24. Okay. So and 2520 plus 2400, 4920. 4920. So what is the thing? 205. 205. You can see how MAP is getting impacted. You can get a doubt that they also bought 210 per each. The ASP plant B also bought the same 210 each. They also bought 200 each. But why the difference have come? But in this meantime, two pieces are transferred from plant A to plant B. So their value is more and quantity is more, and based on that, the price also getting affected. Okay. So 2520 and 4920, the total quantity has become 24. So it made an impact to the price, because the total amount and total quantity, always system will calculate based on the total amount and total quantity. So MAP will be impacted. So we need to explain to the business that if within same city or within same state, if you have multiple plants, you will have a valuation area will be impacted. If you really wanted to have everything as one plant, then we need to tell that challenges also, because 300 kilometers far you are available. So if you are managing at the location level, what kind of challenges like procuring different location, whether legal things also we need to consider. So you are procuring for only one plant and just doing the internal transfers. Whether the government wise, do you need to inform that what is the branch available in 300 kilometer far. You have not registered like a plant. It is just a storage location. So the taxation related things, 300 kilometer means it may be another city, right? So these are all legal things also we need to consider to whether to have a plant or not. So that's it. Here, I think we have not done any mistake, right? 12, 2,400, 200 is there, and a new quantity of 12 has come. And 12 into 210, it is 2520. So 4920. So it became 205. Here we did a small mistake. 8, 20, 1600. Yeah. So everything fine. So here the MAP is getting impacted. Slowly it will impact actually when you are having receiving transfers and all. So we have to tell the business that what is the impact if your price will be varying between the plant to plant, whether they are okay or not. So based on that, you need to decide. I hope in this session you got an idea that how you can decide a plant and location. It's not just business will not give you that I have 4 plants, I have 30 locations, just configure. You go to SPR and do the configuration. You need to understand each location, what is happening and what are the characteristics of that location, and how many employees are sitting and what operations are going to happen. Whether do they have any purchasing team sitting here, do they have any warehouse team is sitting here, and who is going to do any sales is happening here. Do they need to have a separate shipping point to do the sales activities? We have to understand, then only the overall organization structure will be derived. I hope this video has given you good insight, and thanks for your continuous support, and keep learning, keep watching. Thank you.